one thing is for certain, and having been in the industry for a long time, is this is not just another expo. And we're going to show you very clearly as to why it's not just another expo, what our vision is now, and what our vision is going forward. If you want to entice me, you're going to have to do something very exciting. We're on our mobile phones 24/7. Something happens internationally. As it happens, we're aware of it. We get the information. So what's happening in the world today? We've also got very little time. We're working 24/7, 7 days a week, whether we believe it or whether we don't. We go home on weekends, we're still strapped into our devices, we're still aware of what's happening in the business. So we're finding experiences outweighing things. Before it was all about the car I want to buy, the house I want to buy. Values have changed. We have very little time alone with our families, and we're looking for great experiences. The bonus about the Rand show, and where we're going to put a lot of focus going forward, but it always has been a focus, is it's a great experience for the whole family. A lot of your niche expos are not. They're not. A lot of them don't even allow kids. And so people going to an event like this, number one, they stay a lot longer. They know they're going for a day outing. They're going with the aim of spending money, because you wouldn't go on a family day out without knowing that you're going to be buying lunch, you're going to be looking at stuff, you're going to be looking at new product. And you've got an active audience. Decisions can be made. There's none of this, oh, let me discuss it, or let me bring my husband back, let me bring my wife back, let me see if the kids like it. So if you do things in the correct way with the right aim at these expos, you have a completely different audience to what you'd normally have. The Rand show, as we mentioned to you now, from last year's count, it was closer to 250,000, but it's over 200,000 adults in the middle and upper LSMs. An audience, I can guarantee you, probably 80% of you haven't even tried to target. Don't even know exist. And they don't know that your product exists. They don't know about design, and that's why we've got a big drive on design with this event going forward. 200,000 people that are buying BMWs, buying Mercs, buying houses, buying furniture. What about personal interactive marketing? And that's what a trade show actually is, where you can get onto the floor and speak face to face with real humans, real people in real times. That doesn't mean that you can't get content to push out on your social media. You've got to run these things all at the same time. But it's a brilliant way over 10 days to really get to know your market or learn what you're going to do going forward. The Rand show at the moment is going to take a very strong line on the whole design avenue. And we tend to forget a whole sector of market because we speak up here. We take design here. We want design to grow. We want the industry to grow. We want our products to be fed internationally, yet we're always speaking here. What we don't realize is we already have a design-centric consumer. Science and technology, we've added 2 sections into that. Innovation and making. The maker movement is massive. It's another movement that's been totally ignored by every other sector. We want to bring that into it. South African Showcase, as we said, which is government departments. You'd actually be amazed at what some of these government departments are doing, how leading edge they are, and the kind of things they're innovating on an international scale. Out and about, because we all love the outdoors. And again, there's going to be design elements throughout this. We're not isolating it just to one hall. And then fashion, beauty, and wellness. So a strong fashion element that we're going to start bringing in as well. Best practices for those that want to follow. Understand what best practice is, but don't follow it. Otherwise, you're not going to innovate. Is to go out with advertising a month before the expo, because we've all got very short attention spans. I don't know what it is, but we don't speak about it until a month before the time. So we've gone out and we've already started marketing and made people aware of the changes. So first of all, if you go to our Facebook page, you'll see a massive change there with 42,000 likes. I'm sure there's very few of you here that have got business pages anywhere close to 42,000 likes. Then we hit in trade magazines as well. And I'll explain why we're doing this just now, because the Rand show is not a business-to-business show. It's a consumer show. However, we're looking at targeting business to business as well. So in things like Designing Ways, we will be featured in that every single month until the Expo. The Expo Centre, honestly, is a world-class venue, and I was surprised when I went back the other day just to see how well maintained it is, how the gardens have been kept, how every single finish, there's no chip paint. And I mean, it's a massive venue. It was a venue designed specifically for international events and expos, 150,000 square meters of space. To give you an idea, just the one hall that we're having the design pavilion in is almost the size of Gallagher. Okay, there's scale. There's no other venue that can touch that kind of scale. So at the end of the day, I'm sure you'll agree with me that it's a totally different vision to what it's been before. We will make it work. We've had a very positive response from the industry. It's something that the industry needs, and it's a target market that no one is seeing. We've got the biggest numbers. So when you're looking at scale, at the end of the day, what do you want to do next year? If you want to survive, you've got to sell products or services. So you can either go to small markets where there's 10,000 people or 20,000 people, or try hit it big, and that's the aim. We're going to create the ultimate platform, and we want you to join us. There's a lot of collaborations already happening. There's a lot of different thinking. There's a lot of different things happening. It's not just about putting up a stand and doing space. There will be a lot of that. At the end of the day, it's an expo. But there's events happening all the way through. If you've got any questions, the ladies are outside, I'm outside, just let us know. Thank you very much.